The contents of this rather unimpressive leather bag uncovered a fascinating story dating back some 8 decades. The story began with a late and very close friend of mine who was a very keen amateur movie maker. He shot reels of 16mm film on his cine camera, and then, of course, needed a projector to show them on. Through a work colleague, he acquired a suitable projector, although it was a very old machine. Along with the projector, there was a bag containing a pile of old films. Being naturally curious, he set up the projector and ran some of the films. It soon became clear that this was mostly a record of family holidays, capturing many of the usual seaside activities, mainly featuring the youngest member of the family. Later research indicated that this was the granddaughter of a very important man. The family also embarked on many cruises, plus visits to European destinations, such as this ride on a tram in France. There's an arrival at Le Touquet Airport. These shots were taken on Kodachrome, a colour film introduced by Kodak in 1936. The family were amongst the very first to be recorded on such an expensive colour film stock. There was certainly no shortage of funds. The family car was a 1924 Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost, which was used extensively touring the UK. The camera recorded the occupants helping to push this heavy vehicle out of trouble. Even a Rolls can experience wheel spin on wet grass. But who were this family? Well, we were able to identify the original owner by these shots of the Rolls bedecked with banners promoting an election campaign outside the Constitutional Hall in Dulwich. This was in the early 1930s. The car's owner was Sir William Bracewell Smith, who served as Conservative MP for Dulwich and Camberwell between 1932 and 1945. Amongst his impressive list of credits was the lifetime presidency of the Arsenal Football Club. His grandson's wife, Nina, later became the club's chairperson. Here, his chauffeur-driven car arrives at The Cliff, which was their home in Felixstowe. His wife, Edith, and their daughter, Eileen, join him in the car. Further clues emerged by researching the registration number. I have a friend who was a senior executive in the Rolls-Royce fraternity, so he was the ideal person to find out more about the car. My friend is also himself the owner of 2 veteran vehicles and is an expert on this famous brand. To his and my surprise, not only did he know the car, but is actually responsible as a registered keeper of the very same vehicle, which was generously donated to the Sir Henry Royce Foundation in 2007. Bearing in mind that over the last century, hundreds and thousands of Rolls-Royces have been produced, making this a really amazing coincidence. The car's history gradually began to unfold. It appeared briefly in the 1951 feature film The Man in the White Suit, produced by Ealing Studios. Like so many of these vehicles, it was converted into a shooting brake in the mid-1950s. and then a platform was added, enabling a film camera to be mounted on top. We understand that it was either owned by Ealing Studios or by Movietone News. In 1959, it was purchased by medical professor George Duboulay for just £99. Then, sadly, it laid in an old barn for over 30 years until it was rescued in 2007 and is now in storage awaiting refurbishment, returning it to its former glory. A fascinating story. First of all, a friend of mine acquired some films featuring the rolls, and another friend of mine turned out to be the registered keeper of the car. It really is a small world, making the mystery bag into a history bag.